the challenge is that many of you are sitting back and you're waiting, right? You won't even give yourself permission to step out into the thing that you desire. You know, one of the things I want to share that I think you all need to keep in mind as you're moving through the process of purpose is that clarity comes from being engaged. If you are not engaged in the gift, the idea, the business venture, the dream, the vision that God has given you or that you desire to step into, if you're not engaged in that thing, more clarity is not going to come. And so you're going to find yourself stuck and in a complacent place. Now, you've heard my story of how, I was in a season where I was trying to figure out what God had called me to do. I was working a 9-to-5 job. I was very frustrated with life, going to church every Sunday with the pastor telling me, more was available for me, but not knowing how to step into that more, right? You've heard that story of my journey, but you also heard how, I was watching a Beyonce documentary and she was sitting there and saying to the camera, God, why did you give me this gift? And it was that moment that unlocked it for me, that she was in the operation of her gift. She was engaged in the thing that God had given her, had, blessed her to be able to do. And so I took a step back and said, Delita, what has God given you? What gift has God given you? And when you figure out the thing that you are supposed to step into or the thing you're supposed to use to fulfill your purpose, AKA your gift, more clarity is going to come. But the challenge is that many of you are sitting back and you're waiting, right? You won't even give yourself permission to step out into the thing that you desire. And so when you give yourself permission to activate the gift, to release the anointing, to go after the dream, to take the trip, whatever that thing is, when you give yourself permission to engage with it, more clarity is going to come. And so you've got to be willing to do that. You've got to be willing to do your part, to play your part in order for those things to come into your world.